is your podcast host, Charlie Brixton, and welcome to another episode of Get Into the Pussy. Hey, y'all. How we holding up? It's February, January. Whew, are we happy that month is over? Are we happy February's here? We got 10 more days until Valentine's. Valentine's. Will you have chocolate with? Will you have reflection? Will you have stress? Will you have sex? Will you not give a shit? I don't know. But we are in February. You know what? I'm in the Northeast and we just had a snowstorm. Huge. Y'all, I survived Christmas. I survived my birthday. I almost did not survive this snowstorm. And when I mean by this, y'all, I was all in my fucking feelings. I was. Like, and I know usually I'm up. Usually I'm happy. Usually I'm the happiest person in the whole goddamn world. But sometimes I'd say that 10%, ooh, it gets dark. And if you don't mind, I would love to share with you. We have our ups and downs, so fuck it. So, of course, in Northeast, they had a snowstorm, and nothing screams single when it's snowing. Like, when there's a fucking blizzard. I'm sorry. Nothing screams you are alone when a blizzard hits. Like, nothing screamed you are alone in Christmas. Nothing screamed you are alone on my birthday. Nothing but when that blizzard hit this weekend, oh, it screamed, bitch, you by yourself. How did I cope? I was fine. I was okay for the most part until I got a phone call. You know, it's always until you get a fucking phone call. Like, I felt like if I would have kept my phone off, if I would have shut down from everything and just be one with myself, it would have been fine. But nope, Charlie, I had to answer a goddamn call. So I answer a call from a particular gentleman who wanted to spend that time with me. You know, he's educated, he's everything like that. He called me over the weekend. He's like, hey, you know, what are you doing? Maybe we should go out. You know, let's maybe spend the weekend with each other. You know, we've never really done that. And at first I was like, oh, my house? Like, you can't get an Airbnb. But no. So he made a suggestion. He was like, hey, you know, we've never really did the whole weekend thing. You know, let's do a weekend together. I politely said no. I left it alone like that. I guess he was not happy with that. So he sends me a song. Now understand, I am like the CD playlist girl. If I really, really like you, I'll send you songs or I'll make you like CD playlists. And for boys who used to like trample on my heart, they would never like listen to the playlist. And I'm like, you have someone making you a playlist. So I know like my partner, like my future partner is going to be into playlists like I am. Because I think it's really cute when you can think of songs for people, right? I miss those days. You can tell like 80s tape kids. But but it was beautiful, right? This was dedicated to yo. Y'all remember that? Come on. Like making tapes for people or making tapes for yourself. When we were being intentional. Anyways, so he sends me a song. I told you guys about that. First, this was this beautiful song, right? I'm like crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so meaningful. He's like, you're beautiful. You're like the ninth journey. You're this and you're that. And then the song, it goes fucking left. It's like, because you're just like a child. You don't know your potential. You need to go out into the world and like, I don't know. So it was basically, I was like, is this motherfucker calling me a child? Is he calling me a hermit? So I called him and I was like, oh, nice song, but what are you implying? He told me I'm afraid of life. I'm afraid to love. I finally have an opportunity to be in a space and there's someone who wants to be with me and I'm not recognizing that. Y'all, I stopped in my tracks and in my head, I was like, please, sir, I don't want to give you my truth right now. Please do not let me give you my truth right now. Because if I give you my truth, it's going to piss me off even more. So he kept on like, you know, no, Charlie, you're this, you're such a beautiful woman. And I am actively trying to like extend to you. And then I said, sir, can I call you at 10 o'clock at night? Can I call you at 10 o'clock? Can I call you every day at 10 o'clock at night? He's quiet. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I called this person twice months ago. After 10 o'clock, I did it on purpose to see if they would pick up. They never did. They'll probably call me back the next day or probably send a text, but I will never get a call back. And let me be very honest with you. As a human being, if I cannot call you at 10 o'clock at night, if I can't be that free and open to do it, why in the world would I get into any type of relationship with you, any type of connection? That means I don't have access to you in ways that I may need it. Which means that motherfucker got a girlfriend. And of course, like, okay, she, like, what is up with this? Okay, and like, I guess married wife. I don't know. If you have a girlfriend, I still don't want you. Okay, maybe if I'm drunk, like somewhere at a bar. No, at a bar. Okay, at a party, Ibiza. Okay, no, but I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you if I don't have access to you. Now, if you have a girlfriend and she's like, oh, Charlie's cool, she can call at 10 p.m., then hey, that can be interesting, right? But, like, what is so wrong with loving myself enough to know, like, no, I'm not going to get myself involved with a certain person if I may need you, I can't have you. I am totally respectful of time. Like, when people say that they're busy, I laugh. I'm like, oh honey, no, I'm busy. I work almost 10 hours a day on my job, and then I do my other job, right? This Instagram content. I do 2 hours of that. I work out for 2 or 3 hours a day, and I add about an hour and a half to myself. Trust me, this woman is busy. But if I want access to someone at 10 p.m., even a phone call to hear your voice, I deserve to have that. And if I can't have that, then why the hell am I talking to you? And so I told him that. And then, of course, that was the perfect thing for him to now get off the phone with me. God, I'm the best argument person I know. I win. Then he texts me. He's like, I just don't want you to deprive yourself. I want you to be at your best. And I'm like, I am at my best. I'm loving myself enough to know what I deserve. Yeah, I'm alone. It fucking sucks. It's cold as shit. It's a blizzard. Trust me, there's nothing that I would want. It's companionship. But I want that in the right way. I don't want it cheap. And I don't want it borrowed. And I don't want it forced. So I gotta be my own best friend. Fine, I was that. Being at your best. So, of course, I have this traumatic little, weekend. So what do I do this morning? I say, hey, I'm going to weigh myself. For you guys don't know, I do have, I have a body bank journal that I just released. I'm super excited about it, and we're going to talk about it. But I thought it was very important for me to weigh myself because I said that I'm going to reignite a new journey. Not a new journey, but I'm going to elevate this one. So I woke up this morning. Mind you, I'm just coming from this asshole trying to get his cake and eat it too. I get on the scale and I hop on it and I look down. I think nothing of it because, of course, I look different, right? Like, I can't fit any of my clothes. Everything is too big. I damn near, I have abs. I'm showing my abs on Instagram. They're so fat around that bitch, but I can see it. I can see my pussy much clearer. I gotta tuck in a little bit or what? hey, I'm doing the shake dance. I'm feeling myself. So I get my ass on the scale. I have not been on the scale since March. Before COVID, gag, right? I get on the scale and no, I did not gain weight. But shit, I didn't really lose weight either. That shit stood still at 208. Mind you, maybe since March, when I got on the scale in March, I think I was maybe 217. So I probably lost maybe 12 or 13 pounds. But all those months, really? So you mean to tell me all that goddamn working out and what the hell? Y'all, I almost threw the scale out the fucking window. And this is why I'm like, don't weigh yourself. You will go crazy. Mind you, I know I've been working out. I know I have muscles. My body, I'm seeing myself in a way that I've never saw myself before. I always thought that I will forever have a gut. No, I'm realizing, no, I'm on my way to a flat stomach. I thought that I would have these extra thought. No, I'm carved. What is it? I was so frustrated. And then I was almost to the point where I was going to cry. Because I felt like a liar. I felt like lazy. I'm like, see, there you go. If you wouldn't been having those ribs and that champagne and those margaritas for your birthday and over here stunting on your IG like you got it fucking going on, and you could have probably went harder. You should have been under 200 pounds, girl. Then I thought, no, Charlie, you're at your best, girl. You are at your best. And when I mean I'm at my best, sometimes at your best does not mean you're having these major success points and you're perfect. No, at your best is your head is above the fucking water. It's like I'm taking enough time to fucking breathe. I feel the water. Trust me, I feel myself choking. I do. All the goddamn time. But I keep myself up water. I have to. Because I love myself. And I'm at my best by knowing that I'm here and I'm worth it. Right? I'm worth it. So yes, I can tell that 6'3" man who has a master's, who makes 6 figures, fuck off. I'm good. Because me being at my best, knowing that I do deserve someone who's going to be there. I deserve having access. I got on that scale this morning and I saw 208 pounds and I was like, you know what? Fuck off. I am at my best. I was in high school, guys. I tell people I was 200 and, I want to say 216, 217. And then I lost a little bit of weight, like working out maybe 3 hours a day. And I got down to, 204. I was 204 pounds. I dieted to 204 in high school, guys. Mind you, I'm 208 now. I'm a woman in her fucking 30s. I'm 208 pounds. In high school, I was 204, okay? I was trying to make this show, not even trying to make this show. I was trying to get this teacher's approval because I remember listening to my mom, and my mom was like, you're not going to win this. You're not going to make this if you don't cut this weight. Everything will pass right by you. You will be ignored. You're too fat. So I was trying to get this attention from this one professor, and I was like, you know what? I really wanted to be, mind you, I went to a conservatory school, so all of the kids at the time, we were all on, there was this Jamaican restaurant, so we all would buy white rice, oxtail gravy, and that's it for like $1.25. We were in Miami, by the way. And I got on board because all the dancers would buy the white rice, but the dancers who were really strict, they would just get the white rice. So I started to buy just white rice every single day. Mind you, it's what I could afford because I was still a kid on my fucking own too, by the way. So I ate nothing but white rice twice a day, and I worked out 3 hours a day, swam in the pool, and still went to like dance class. I starved myself to about 185 pounds. How I do? I was in a Costco somewhere or a Sam's Club, and I jumped on the scale after like 2 months, just curiosity to see what I did. And I remember people were like, oh, Charlie, you look a little bit funny, you look a little bit thin. And I jumped on, and I was so happy that I was 185 pounds, even though I could barely stand. I was not at my best. Yes, I was at a size that was a dream that I've always wanted to be at, but I was not at my best. I was fucking hungry. I was hungry. I was craving for attention. So it makes me think of now. And let me tell you something. Let me dry up. I was a fucking wreck. And now when I got on the scale today, 208 pounds, right? 4 pounds a little bit heavier from where I was in high school. Who gives a damn? I'm doing good. And then I looked and I was like, no, girl, you're at your best. You are at your best. You're giving a fuck. You loved yourself enough not to go on no crazy ass diet. You loved yourself not to cut yourself off from the food you like. You love yourself enough not to put yourself on some crazy workout schedule. For those who know, on my IG, getting to GETTING, number 2 THE. For all those who follow me, yes, I do work out my ass off for 1 hour. I go hardcore. But that other hour, it's really joy. I'm dancing around. Or when I was on my stationary bike, I used to daydream. And what was I daydreaming about? Rest in peace to my stationary bike, y'all. It broke. I told y'all I'm in my feelings. I need a Peloton. Donate that, universe. But, or even when I'm on like my stationary bike, I would daydream. I would daydream about me having a media show or me having sex. Now I try to box, and it's hard to box and daydream about having sex. It gets weird, but I'm trying. But it's really for joy. Like, I'm doing things that are not torture. I am at my best. I'm loving myself. I'm being fearless enough to know, like, hey, whatever I was doing in the past was not working. This is why I need to do everything different. And I feel like that's why I've been so successful on this 90-pound forever. I'm going to call it the forever 90-pound. No, I'm not going to call that. And it sucks now that nothing's changing. Oh, gosh. But hey, we're just coming off the holidays, right? We're aligning. And I think this is the perfect time now and I'm like, what are the odds that my ass is home right now in the middle of a blizzard? I can't do anything. I can't go out. I can't run. I have a calf injury right now. My calf's a small little sprain. So I'm home on purpose. So I'm all in my feelings. But what are the odds? I did release my body bank journal. It's, for those who do follow me, really excited about the body bank journal because it's a journal that I created that is not based on me telling you what to do. No, you're telling your own self what to do. You're just calculating what you're doing. You're putting it in this life. We have life withdrawals and life deposits. And let me tell you, withdrawals are when we sabotage ourselves. When you know damn well you should be getting up, going for a walk, instead of staying there watching that episode of Maury because it was really good from years ago. Or you're allowing someone a withdrawal is when you're allowing someone to abuse you. And it doesn't have to be physically, it could be emotionally. It could be financially. You're waiting for this call and they never really call you. So you sit around and now you're eating your feelings. That's a withdrawal. Fuck them, they take it from your bank. Or when you really want to deposit into your bank. And when I mean your bank, that's your body. When you're depositing, when you are working out, when you are loving yourself to know, like, hey, this is where I am. I'm not going to eat my feelings today. I am going to have this cupcake, though, because it's good as hell. But I'm going to be aware that I'm having this cupcake. But with this cupcake, I'm also going to make sure that I have this salad in the afternoon. Because you know why? Nah, it's not necessarily substituted, but I know the salad is going to help that cupcake get out of me faster because of the fiber. That's being at your best. At your best, you are loved. And when I mean you are loved, you may not have people around you. You may not have people that get you or understand you. Trust me. Sometimes even when I go to work, sometimes I feel like when I speak, people look at me like I have 5 snakes on my head. Even though I'm probably making fucking sense. But you feel alone. And I want to encourage you, at your best, you are loved. Because the person who loves you is you. You're loving yourself enough to know that something needs to give, something needs to change. You're loving yourself to seek something, seek knowledge, seek hope. This woman, she is getting ready to follow my journal, and I'm so excited. And she was like, oh, I'm getting ready to start. I'm so afraid. And I'm like, you're at your best. You're at your best. You're loving right now. You're loving yourself. You're finding something. You're doing something. This is your best. It's about elevating. It is. It's about elevating so we can be happy people. And sometimes we need to hug ourselves. Sometimes we need to pick ourselves up. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves of a time where, you know what, shit wasn't that good, but you got yourself out of it. done that. I've been on so many diets, y'all, and they don't work. You lose 30 pounds and you're done. This is the first time I'm 90 pounds down. And I'm being patient with myself. I'm being honest with myself. You have to be that way with yourself. And if you find yourself being a procrastinator, someone who can't stick to something, someone who can't start, or you're like, why can't I stick to it? I want to give you 2 things that somebody just gave me, where I was stalling on something. I'm supposed to open up my store, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're doing so well, Charlie. Why are you being a loser right now? Like, why are you procrastinating? And someone gave me a suggestion. It's called 30 Seconds to Courage. You give yourself 30 seconds just to try to do it. And if you find yourself wanting to apply for your LLC and you don't know how to, go on the computer. Give yourself 30 seconds. Just count and just try. And if you make it past those 30 seconds, good for you. Yay! You did it. And if you didn't make it past those 30 seconds, you tried. Y'all, I had to do that yesterday when I worked out. Because I don't have a bike. I don't know what the fuck am I doing. But I counted to 30 seconds. And before you know it, I found myself an hour and 20 minutes of working out. Just dancing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out Shopify and trying to figure out how to work this stuff because I really want to put out the Getting to the Pussy merch. Yes, I do want to see people with face masks that says Getting to the Pussy on it. Damn right. And some underwear. I don't know how to do that, but I'm trying to research it. So I gave myself 30 seconds. I got online. And before I know it, 2 hours went by. It's just gathering the courage just to start, just to do it. So I want to leave that with you. Give yourself 30 seconds. Give yourself 30 seconds of courage. Just try. And if you got to do that shit every day, then do it every day. 'Cause at your best, you are loved. And that's how you get to your pussy. Yeah!